Kelly Pryan, and I'm one of the outpatient dietitians with Wellstar. And today we're going to talk a little bit about lowering your blood pressure. So your doctor might have informed you that you have high blood pressure and may have asked you to make some dietary changes. So one of the biggest things with blood pressure is watching your salt intake. It's recommended to have anywhere from 1,500 milligrams to about 2,300 milligrams of sodium a day. And just to give you an idea, 2,300 milligrams of sodium is about 1 teaspoon of salt. So it's not a lot of salt. So I know most Americans probably consume anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 or more grams of sodium a day. So it's really important to watch that salt intake. One of the biggest things that I recommend is really trying to be careful of your water intake, because water plays a big role in counteracting a lot of that salt. So if you're eating a lot of salt, your body is going to increase that water volume, which is going to increase the volume in your arteries, which is going to increase that blood pressure. So really being mindful of that and making sure you're getting enough water in the day to balance that salt intake. So usually I recommend getting at least 64 ounces of water a day, if not more. So some tips to lower your sodium intake would be to first eliminate the salt shaker. So when you're at the table, really trying to avoid using any excess salt. If you're cooking, I do recommend trying to choose more no salt seasonings, trying to choose more herbs like garlic, onion, lemons, and limes to flavor your food. If you do need to add any salt, just trying to add a little pinch of salt. If we can choose more fresh items, so more fresh fruits and vegetables, those are going to be helpful as well. If we can't do fresh, frozen is a great option. But if we're doing canned, I do recommend trying to rinse those. If you're doing canned vegetables, to try to rinse the vegetables, and that will pull a little bit of that extra salt out as well. Another thing that I like to talk about in regards to lowering blood pressure is being careful of our saturated fat intake, because that can clog our arteries and narrow the arteries, so that's going to increase blood pressure a little bit more. So the saturated fats are going to be things that are going to be, a lot of our animal products. So a lot of the fattier meats and dairy products, butters and cheeses. So try to limit those and choose more of those healthy fats. The nuts, the seeds, the fatty fish, the avocados, those are going to be really heart healthy. One other thing I do like to bring up is if weight is a concern, really trying to be, mindful of your weight, because even a slight weight loss of 5 to 10 pounds can make a big difference in your blood pressure as well. So really talking to your doctor about that. So hopefully these have given you some good tips on ways to lower your blood pressure. And if you do want some more information or would like to meet with myself or another dietitian, please click the link below, and thank you for listening.